Collin County, where Karmelo Anthony's legal team just filed a notice of appeal. A jury sentenced him to 35 years in prison for killing Austin Metcalf, but the legal process doesn't stop there. This afternoon, we'll look at what happens next with senior investigative reporter Tanya Iser. Tanya, just to start off, where is Karmelo Anthony being held right now?
Well, at the moment, he is still in the Collin County Jail. He will remain there pending his transfer to a Texas Department of Criminal Justice prison facility. We don't know when exactly that will happen. What officials are telling us is that for security reasons, we won't know that until after it's actually occurred.
I see. The transfer will take place, and then they'll let us know where he's gone. What does his appeal process look like?
Well, appeals process is lengthy. Of course, that notice of appeal has been filed. He has requested that an appellate attorney be appointed for him, and that process will take years. It's not a quick process. We also got a statement from his attorney. He is saying that they gave that official notice and that they believe there are several important issues that for the appellate courts to continue, and also noting that this is a right afforded to every American.
And just a quick question, do they have to specify a specific reason for the appeal, or not at this time?
Not at the moment. That notice of appeal, it's part of the process. You have to file that notice within 30 days,
Okay.
and they have done that.
Okay.
We would expect, obviously, we don't know exactly what will be the issues taken up at appeal. We know there were concerns raised about jury selection, so potentially there could be that. And think of an appeal process as like an audit. You know, they'll be looking at all the transcripts, all the decisions made by the judge, all the decisions made by the defense team. All of that will come into play in an appellate process.
And now that the case is over, I mean, could we hear from any of the jurors in the days to come?
That could happen. I know that I would like to hear what played a role in their decision making, what stood out for them, what made them decide to go with murder versus manslaughter. I'm very interested in that. What made them decide that 35 years was the appropriate sentence? All those things, you always are interested in hearing from the jurors. I know from having interviewed jurors in past cases, often what I thought was important was not what they keyed in on.
Yeah, we make some assumptions about what we think is the landmark testimony, and that's not always the case.
That's correct.
All right, Tanya, thank you so much for putting all that into context. And